All right, in the last video we were talking about the segment addition postulate, and we're still going to use that, but we're going to get some additional information this time. This time we're going to be talking about the midpoint of the segment. And so I've defined it here, and this is another vocabulary word for you. So the midpoint is the point that divides the segment into two congruent segments. So if I draw a segment here for us, and I highlight a point that's right smack dab in the middle, what that's saying is that if B is in the very middle of AC, that this segment AB and BC are congruent, they're equal. And so these little dash, or these little tick marks actually mean that these two sides are congruent. So we can already conclude, since that's given to us, AB is congruent to BC. So we're going to use the midpoint much like we've been using the segment addition postulate. So if we're given a segment and we're given 3 points, and we'll call them M, C, and P. Okay, so if I tell you that this is 2x plus 1 and this is 3x minus 4, but I tell you that these two halves are congruent, and I asked you to solve for x, MC, CP, and MP. So now if we were looking at the segment addition postulate, you would think, oh my gosh, I don't have enough information. But we do, because we know these sides are congruent. So I'm going to go ahead and make my answer box over here. CP and MP. So if we know that these two sides are congruent, then these equations must be equal to each other. So we just set it up as 2x plus 1 equals 3x minus 4. And we can write that because MC is congruent to CP. So we're just filling in the information that we know. And now you just solve for x. So we might subtract 2x from each side. So we'd have 1 equals x minus 4. Add 4 to both sides. So x is 5. Okay, and now we do it exactly like we did with the segment addition postulate, where we plug in our information. So MC is equal to 2x plus 1, which is equal to 2 times 5 plus 1, which is 11. And most people think, okay, well now I know what CP is, but I want you to redo the math, because if you're wrong, it'll give you a really good chance to catch it. So CP is equal to 3x minus 4. So 15 minus 4, so that's also 11, which is good. And then for MP, again, just to double check your math, I want you to actually work it through. So 2 times 5 plus 1 plus 3 times 5 minus 4, so that should be 11 plus 11, which is 22. And that's pretty much as difficult as it gets for that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I will see you all in class.